Right, so after spending way too much time in Hytale, I've learned some things the hard way that I really wish somebody had told me before I started. If you're just getting into the game, or even if you've been playing for a while, this video should teach you a new trick or two. I'm Yogi from the Orbis Workshop. Let's get into it. First up, activate the memory statue in the Forgotten Temple as soon as you possibly can. I learned this way too late, but creatures in the overworld won't start registering until you activate it. So if you're out there grinding before activating, you're basically leaving progress on the table. Memories are important because they unlock things to craft, cosmetics, useful items, and they increase your total teleport count to a maximum of 10. You want these. Remember, each player can only carry 48 total memories at once. Make sure you turn them in after every big expedition. Don't be that guy running around on max capacity wondering why you're not registering any of the new stuff you're encountering. Next thing is Dagger Movement. You can use it to move vertically or horizontally, and it's a game changer for traversal. Now, a lot of videos out there will tell you that you have to do the specific tech where you switch between two weapons, but that's mostly patched anyways. Yeah, I know that it does something like save you a bit of stamina or whatever, but let's do it this way, okay? Yeah, okay, bro. There's an easier way. The first jump is the one you have to get right. When you are charging your lunge with the daggers, at this point in the animation, you want to jump while holding forward. Do not run while you do this, as the momentum you gain during this will carry you on its own. That way you also don't waste stamina. A full 10 stamina gets you 3 jumps. If you want to change jumps for momentum, here's what you do. If you do the first lunge right, just hold your jump button and re-click to engage the charge attack again. 9 times out of 10, the timing will work itself out and it will carry you forward. The other time, well, sometimes it'll get awkward. You can choose to time it right every time, or just let the flow move you on its own. You can interrupt the attack by changing weapons, but that makes little to no difference now. That's it. You don't need some crazy tech. Just practice the timing a few times and you'll be flying around the map in no time. I call this one the map trick, and it's incredibly useful. You can hunt for overworld ores without going into caves by just looking at your map. This is especially useful in the devastated lands where you can find adamantite. What you want to do is look for the colored pixels on your map. Orange is copper, gray is iron, white is silver, green is thorium, blue is cobalt, and red is adamantite. Most of the time, those pixels will be the ore you're looking for. Sometimes they might be the old gemstone, but you know, we take those. This can yield a lot of resources if you know what you're doing. Now, caves are always going to be the best way to get ores, but it's never bad to grab these easy surface ores when you're running around. Definitely add this to your toolkit. You know what else you should do? Like the video and then subscribe. And then do the bell thing and share it with your friends and put the video on repeat in every TV in your house and fucking...
Hey, stop it!
Oh shit, sorry, I'm new to this shit. The world layout in Hytale is always the same, and knowing this from the start helps a ton with planning. To the north, you always have the Whisper Frost Frontiers. To the south, the Howling Sands. Somewhere in the Emerald Wilds, you'll find a lake with devastated lands. And of course, devastated lands also border every other biome. Once you know this, you can plan your progression and know exactly where to go for specific resources. It takes a lot out of the guesswork. Kill everything! Seriously. Hide is one of the game's biggest bottlenecks. Make sure you kill every adult animal you see, because babies don't drop shit, so don't bother with them. Collect their hide, so you're never lacking in materials for crafting. If you kill skeletons, goblins, or any humanoid enemies really, they also drop scraps, either linen, shadow weave, or cinder cloth, which you need for literally every tier of armor, weapons, and tools. Just pick these up. Don't skip these kills thinking they're not worth it. You'll regret it later when you're stuck having to actively grind to upgrade because you didn't have enough hide or scraps. Alright, so those are the 5 main things, but I've got 2 bonus tips that are going to make your life way easier. Before you head into the Howling Sands, always get a bow. Scarix Seekers, the fucking annoying hornets that are flying around and poison you and make your life miserable, and they poison you have to eat and heal back up, and they just shit on you because you can't reach them because they are cheating flying bitches. Anyways, they absolutely suck. I might actually hate them more than the lava toad. They're annoying as hell, and you want to be able to actually hit them. Plus, they drop both sturdy chitin and venom sacks, which are useful for crafting and upgrades to get thorium stuff. If you have the ability, craft some antidote before going in. They're cheap to make, just 1 empty bottle, which you make at the furnace with sand, 5 plant fiber, 2 essence of life, and 1 venom sac. You can get early game venom sacs from spiders in zone 1. An essence of life comes from farming. Pick crops in the wild or farm them yourself, and you'll have a ton in no time. Sometimes you'll find it in chests and dungeons too. Last tip, certain blocks are both items and decorations. To place them, just crouch and right click. For example, If you have these spices, you can place them down as decoration. You or other players can pick them back up by pressing F. It's a small thing, but it's nice for making your base look good. Alright, that's it for this one. These tips would have saved me a lot of time and frustration when I was starting out, and they made my recent min-maxi playthrough way easier. Hopefully they help you. Go check out the video I made with Skim here. If you have any questions or other tips that you think new players should know, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. This was Yogi with the Orbis Workshop. Okay, love you, bye.